Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Mudriki Rizky with NBM 0923014361. I'm going to answer the question from Final Test Phonetic and Phonology. Question number 1. What does the degree of pronunciation problem faced by the student depend on? The answer is the different elements found between his language and target language. The degree of difficulty, same the degree of difference. The same phonetic features, but differ in the distribution. Example, b, d, g are in initial and final. Question number 2. What is meant by articulation? Articulation is differentiation of the various speech sounds of a language take place in the mouth in a process. Number 3. How are speech sounds basically produced? Speech sounds are basically produced by a moving air column, either by the ingoing air and outgoing air. And question number 4. How can a student familiarize himself with phonetic writing? The answer is, in case student come across unfamiliar words and does not know how to pronounce it, they will be able to consult a dictionary to see how it pronounced, which is indicated in phonetic transcription. If student want to transcribe the pronunciation of a word, he will have to use phonetic symbol because they represent sounds constantly. And number 5. Considering the speaker a language is a matter of habit, what is the best way of learning a foreign language? The answer is, the best way to learning a foreign language is using 3 methods such as imitation, constant drill, and practice. With these methods, we can learning other languages easily. Number 6. What do you know about codas in Indonesian or Javanese? In Indonesian and Javanese, a coda is a consonant sound that follows a vowel sound in syllables. Codas are an essential part of the phonology of this language, and they play a crucial role in shaping the pronunciation and meaning of words. Number 7. It is mostly difficult for Indonesian to pronounce sh. Explain your answer. And the answer is, Indonesian may find it hard to pronounce sound sh because doesn't exist in their language. In Indonesian, they use different sounds like s and sh. So when they try to say word with sh in English, but this might sound different or be difficult to get right because they're not used to making that sound. With practice and learning, they can improve at saying sh correctly. Number 8. Why are semivowel grouped into consonant? The answer is, semivowel grouped into consonant because semivowel speech sounds that are on the borderline between vowels and consonant. So from this case, they functional similarity in syllables. Number 9. Are there diphthong in Javanese and Indonesian? Explain and give example. The answer is, there are diphthong in Javanese and Indonesia. In Javanese, diphthong are quite prominent and are an essential part of phonological system. The language features several diphthong. Example, uayu with diphthong ua, and then pudes with diphthong ue. And Indonesian also has diphthong some common diphthong in Indonesian are gemoy with diphthong OE and sampai with diphthong AI. And the last question is number 10. How are the lips are compared with the pronunciation of sh and sh? The answer is the difference in lips positioning between sh and sh. It is that if you say sh is produced with spirit of natural lips. Meanwhile, when we say sh is produced with rounded or protruded lips. This distinction is lip positioning, along with difference in tongue placement, helps differentiation the two fricative sounds in speech. And that's all for question and answer final tests phonetic and phonology. Enough for me. Thank you.